One of the most storied and beautiful venues in college football, Mickey Stadium. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Florida Atlantic Owls and the Army Black Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Black Knights head coach pregame, and he is so excited to be back at his alma mater. He said that they have so much potential, he understands the culture and what makes this place unique. They were in the top 25 last season, but he believes with the right recruiting and the right buy-in from the program, they can be in the top 10 or even better, maybe the playoffs this season. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So the Army Black Knights headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Owls offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Keyshawn Brown, he is a guy with a lot of upside, and they think he will be a centerpiece in this passing attack. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Back to throw, it's Haley. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. So Army's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And now out to lead the attack, it's Cutter Bowley. The Kentucky transfer makes his first start of the season for this team, hoping to get things started with a W. Looking for the edge. Rides the option, he keeps it. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Let's look at the big picture for Army. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated route.
Makes a grab and room to run. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. Drops back on first down. He gave him time to react, and he almost pulled off the interception. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Calls his own number. He's dropped.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Keeps it himself. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll start on the ground with Peoples. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play. Looking downfield. It's Haley. Got it.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll go with Peoples. Turning it on. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Caught. Dragged down. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the 2nd quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Here's a give to Peoples. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Out wide right, it's Peoples. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rip.
And the ball is loose on the return. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. The Black Knights offense will go to work. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Got a little space. He's got the 1st down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. So they picked up that last 1st down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. And he's brought down after a short gain. Long way to go on second down. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Black Knights will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Owls' offense comes out ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the air, it's Haley. Right side, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Owls in a good spot here with second and short. He's looking to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On third down, here's Peoples. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. And the Owls will have it 1st and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Thurman. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Peoples. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Handoff for Peoples. Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Holds on, it's Brown. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Owls come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Dropping back, it's Haley. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Makes the grab. Down he goes. And the Owls headed quickly to the line. Quick give. It's Peoples. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Checking in with the Army head coach coming out of the locker room. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Appreciate that, Holly. Handoff to the fullback. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Well, that was just like trying to run through a traffic jam. No place for the big fella to go.
Yeah, that's the whole key, Reese. You can't let the big fella get some steam. So you got to stop him in his tracks right away. The only way you do that is with penetration up front.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And this fullback, he's a part of the running attack. It's not just going to be tailbacks carrying the football. The fullback, he can do some work as well running between the tackles. He showed you there.
Wants to throw. It's Bowling. He lofts one down the sideline. Goes high to pull it in.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was two guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. He's looking to pass. Makes the grab. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Might as well run him again. Nice move to keep running. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still first and goal. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on third and goal, and it did not pay off. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Dead center perfect. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? To throw, it's Haley. Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to People. He's past the sticks. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Straight ahead, it's Bernard. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Here's a gift to Peoples. Still running at the 35. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Things I love about this defense is their speed, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Handoff for Peoples. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Under pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Peters. He wants it all. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dirk.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Back to pass on second down. Look out! Quickly to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on fourth. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Back to throw, it's Peters. Out wide left, it's Thurman. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. They'll run it with James Peoples. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And the beatdown has ensued. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Army sends its offense onto the field to start the drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. It's complete to the right. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Boley. Fires to the middle. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He wants a big play here late. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in from the Florida Atlantic sideline. This has been a really positive start for this transfer tight end. He came in with a lot of preseason hype, but he has delivered here in his first start. They have gone to him early and often, and he has lived up to all the hype. He's getting along with his teammates, joking, laughing down here on the sideline. This seems like it is a good fit for this team. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Left side, it's Brown. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in 1st and 10. Give to the back. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.